All right, folks, we are back with Divine Intervention, Team Jerby versus Team Adapting. Check out our sweet transitions.
Jerby is the hope of America, avenger of Brad,
That's
and
about
last
it.
year's champion.
Oh, he's that too. Yep. On the other side, you've got Team Adapting. What do they have? America, we have presidents. What do they have in Europe? They have like Thanes or something?
Something like that.
Thane of Europe.
Overlords.
Lord of Potatoes. And
I've
leader.
heard about potatoes.
Yep.
I've heard
And
about
leader
potatoes.
of the free but slightly less free world than America. Will be representing Chaos is Team Adapting. They've got Freya, Ares, Chak, Ra, and Mercury on Adapting. Mercury is really the first pick that Adapting was well known for, and was something that was banned pretty much every game against him when he was on Potato Boys. On the other side, you've got Swellfoop once again on Apollo, who played that very well early on. And then Hamster on Athena, so a double global lane. Lazy Bear, this time playing Bastet, Jerby on Vulcan, and K-Squared on Yenis.
So we're just waiting for the pause to go through. Vedium, for some reason, has paused the game. No one seems to be DC'd, though.
Yeah, I've got it going at 4 times speed, so hopefully we'll just be able to get through this pause really quick. We weren't able to catch picks and bans, guys, just due to some technical difficulties with the spectator client, but we will be able to catch this great game for you. There's the
I can
pause
tell you
stuff.
who is picked.
That's true, and I can't tell you who is banned.
No, I can't because it was blind pick. But I
Right.
can tell you who was picked.
Who was picked?
Vulcan.
Okay.
Vulcan!
Yeah, Vulcan,
I love Vulcan.
he's really interesting, right? Because he has 4 damage abilities. And
Yeah.
that's really good to have on a mage. You know, like a lot of other mages. So let's think about Ra. You've got your Searing Pain, so your big ultimate.
Right.
You've got your 1, and that's sort of your damage core. Your
Right.
2 and your 3 do damage, but that's not
But-
what 4. All of
whereas-
Vulcan's abilities are for killing people.
Right, not to mention they're much easier to hit. Meatball compared to heal, going to do a lot more damage. Backfire versus Celestial Beam, unless you're super close range with Ra, Backfire is going to wind up being more usable. Much more reliable. Ultimate to ultimate, though, Snipe's probably going to have a little bit more control in terms of actually getting the damage. But the space control coming out from Earthshaker can be invaluable.
Yeah, we don't see it used for that as much as we probably should, but it is incredible when it does work. And honestly, I think Team Jerby isn't the perfect team for the space control Vulcan ults, but there is some potential for comboing it with Athena's dash taunt or what have you, so Jerb could still hit a few of those. Looks like it's going to be fairly standard. No Bastet invade, which is always a little surprising.
Yeah, I mean, she has like the best invade at level 1. She has a jump
free.
in and a jump out. Hamster not putting himself in a very, very good spot here. In fact, Vedium is going to be able to get this one for free. Not sure. Actually, she could try to go back in. The Rock Heal just does too much damage. Great control coming out from Vet there. Hamster's going to force them away, but honestly, all he really gained from that is health loss on Apollo.
Yeah, which is not something you want to be gaining, actually.
No, it's not. It's the opposite. Unless you're against him, and then it's awesome.
Yeah, it's awesome. So Team Adapting taking an early advantage. Great decision making there. Once again, we're going to see the Ares, which worked so well for them last game. It's going to be pretty decent this game as well. Everyone on Team Jerby is affected by Cripple. One way or another, Cripple does... Oh, actually, on the right-hand side, Swofu in trouble, crippled out, taking damage from the Pulse. And that's going to bring him very low Searing Flesh down to just 120 health.
There, Vedium just kind of let that one go. He should have continued aggressing forward. In fact, with the slow from Ares, there was a good chance he could have caught back up. They would have taken some creep damage, but
Sure.
that could have been first blood. Apollo forced back a little bit early, which is curious to me. Oh, and used the move to get back out of the base and then goes back walking to get pots, wasting about 7 to 8 seconds overall on his trip back. That is going to hurt.
I mean, he does need the potions, so it's more the mistake of using the moves in the first place. Going back was kind of necessary because he's already been forced so hard. He needs to be able to stay in lane this time. In the middle lane, Adapting is here. And so Adapting takes an interesting path in the jungle. He doesn't go Hawk.
Yeah,
Just
no,
bomb
this,
his red
see,
pot.
I like this because you don't really need the Hand of the Gods in every situation. It's going to hurt his clear. Guaranteed his clear is going to suffer, but with proper camp splitting, it's good. In this case, without Hand of the Gods, he's going to have to rely here. Kay finds an early kill onto Zach, and we're going to see it looks like they're going to try to play for this one. Do they have the Hand of the Gods? No! They're going to be able to steal that one away. Adapting not in a great spot. Will take a damage as Jerby rotates back in. Bastet jumping away, could jump back in as Adapting starts to get very low. Special delivery gets him out, but Swellfoop takes him down. We're going to be looking here to the Athena, getting low, but not low enough to get completely deterred. Jerb is laying waste.
Yeah, but coming back in is your Ares. Will TF going on to 2 simultaneously. Will get taken down, but not before he's able to confirm a kill onto one. Hamster dashing away. Vdium getting turned on, and at only level 4, Freya has some trouble with her uptime. Vitium will fall. Monster Train, the sole remaining member of his team on this side of the map. This is actually going to be a softy side.
This is vengeance. This is destruction. Jerby, the hope of America, reigns king at 5-1, trying his best to not only avenge Brad in the last game, but keep his memory strong. Long live King Brad.
Alright, someone on Twitter found a picture of a bald eagle crying, Photoshop Jerby's face onto it, and just post that. Because that's what's happening
If
right
the
now.
bald eagle would be crying, and then we put Jerby's face
Get
over
creative, I don't care. Crying bald eagle Jerby. Some
Long
combination.
may he reign.
Bald eagle head on Jerby, I'm down, whatever, you get the idea. On the left-hand side, though, Swellfoop is in trouble and likely will
Still
fall.
dead.
Nice Mez moves. Special delivery isn't going to be enough to catch him, but it will be enough to get the kill, as Mercury is able to reposition here. Earthshaker.
Athena was level 5. Where was the ult? Maybe she just hit 5 off the mid camp.
Yeah, I think off the mid camp, yeah.
They did get both.
So that's an interesting decision there coming out from Team Adapting. That gank worked because they weren't supposed to be there. They gave up mid camps to get that gank. Overall, it's kind of worth it. You gain a little bit of experience and gold.
Long live King Brad.
Long live King Brad. We don't have kings in America.
No, we do now.
Okay.
Brad changed that. The hierarchy of our government has been completely changed by Brad's Raw.
In the solo lane, though,
yeah, this is
Chalk
trouble.
getting aggressive. Doesn't quite have the Thunderstrike cooldown just yet.
No communication. They should have been able to call that one out. Zaki trying to force this one away. It looks like he's not going to have the wave clear for the next shot. Well, that should actually be off a cooldown. Even so, with the timers here, this is actually a great benefit right here to Team Adapting because they're going to have control over their jungle and then the opportunities for the invade so they wish to take it.
Yeah, there's definitely a lot of potential here. Adapting, just picking up his speed buff, so he is very strong. Does have the Sonic Boom as well. Lazy Bear needs to be careful, but it's just going to be clear coming out on this right-hand lane. Speaking of invades on the left-hand side, Vitium will TF, taking down Blue, no problem. Freya ADC, not something I particularly expected to be coming out strong in this tournament, just because it's a little more unique, and it takes a lot of practice, both with the team and with the players and individual, but honestly, it's been okay for Team Adapting so far. Freya ADC was definitely not leveraged properly in that early invade, where they got basically decided, but his lane control has been good.
Adapting gets in there. Kay's taking some damage here. Going to be able to port away. Doesn't even need to ult, but it looks like the beads might have been used there. Yes, level 1 beads, 3-minute cooldown's going to hurt. Kay going back to lane here with ultimates down. He shouldn't have much trouble because his ultimate is actually still up.
Now Will TF in the middle lane, going to take some damage. Earthshaker coming through, and will connect. No escape, not going to get off in time. The snipe from Monster Train fired and only hits Athena. Adapting is here. There's not too much he can do, and actually Apollo came down from the sky. Low mana, uses all to dash away, so I don't hate the ultimate because it's sort of like a safety net for his team. But
and he did push the wave beforehand.
Yeah.
Okay,
he will have to go back.
Out of nowhere, gets the shot through the jungle, and now the rotation coming out from Bastet. Another great kill for K-Squared.
Zaki has just been having trouble in these few games on the Raw. And, you know, he's been against good players. K-Squared, definitely playing well. Zaylee is, of course, one of the best players in the world, so just having trouble holding his ground. On the left-hand side, though, I mean, just So 3-man clearing coming out, and that just shows how much Adapting is focused more on his team than his individual play, right? Like, he could be solo clearing these camps and looking to farm himself up, but he's playing with his team, and that's definitely a big strategy going forward. That said, Team Jerby looks strong enough that it might not work out.
That they just took 2 sets of mid camps. Jerby's shot calls, plain and simple, are just better right now. That's what it comes down to. Jerby is leading his team and a lot stronger than Adapting is leading his. The rotations are better. The team fights have been cleaner. They have been utilizing a team without heals against a team with heals in the early game and have had no trouble. And look at how fast things have been cleared. Speaking of switching, Lazy Bear and Hamster have been just all over each other this game, splitting experience, which plays such a big part to why Will is level 6 and Hamster's actually almost level 8.
It's definitely a big factor. Yeah, I don't know. The big thing, I guess, is that Jerb is a very communicative player, and Adapting, honestly, a little bit of a librarian. He isn't quite as talkative as some of the other players. Very skilled. Monster Train on the left-hand side getting ganked by Lazy Bears with the cats. They're not quite going to survive, but the Goomba Stomp will be enough. On the right-hand side, K-Square does go down to another gank from the jungler, so it's globally a 1-for-1 trade. But the left-hand side kill is much stronger.
This is a big play because they did rotate to the solo lane. Will is coming in, but he has level 1 Hand of the Gods, level 2 only available onto Hamster. They're going to let this one go. I don't know that they needed to. Jerby still had the Earthshaker available and had no pressure. There's the Earthshaker going to do damage to Vedium. Will going to be forced into his ultimate soon, but doesn't actually quite get anything off, just get fell. Right there, we're going to see 4 members of Team Jerb once again start the Gold Fury. Lazy Bear should not be the one to tank this.
Yeah, they're not going to be able to do it. Just don't feel they have enough damage. Unfortunately, the cats from Bastet not going to be up for 45 seconds. Jerb needed to go back and clear mid lane. So, Will sacrificing his life will save the Gold Fury, but I don't know, man. Jerb's just got rock-solid control over this game. Now, granted, 9-3, this lead should be bigger. It's 700 gold and 900 experience is not enough. Swellfoop actually jumping in, now out of mana. Hamster's here around the backside. Jerby as well, so baited out is the Team Adapting Hunter, but Adapting's on his way, and he's got a Sonic Boom.
Yeah, that's right. He's probably going to go to the back line. Yes, there goes Swellfoop. He's going to go down there. Vedium will be able to escape thanks to Team Adapting, rather Team Adapting's captain Adapting himself. Hamster and Jerby not quite finding the kill there. Their communication was bad. The issue was that they didn't have the proper ward coverage until too late, and by the time they recognized what Adapting was doing, they were lined up. Hamster gets stunned out. Fell Swoop gets cleaned up, and now they're going to fall down just a little bit. They still have a very small advantage. Despite being up 5 kills, the gold difference is only 600.
I want to give a shout out to my man FLX Kevin for tweeting at me a picture of a crying bald eagle with Jerby's face photoshopped on top of it. He did it. And that was quick, too. It's not the best shop job, but I will accept it. Jerb, the hope for America. I mean, he's going strong. 9-4 reminds me of the American Revolution. The tea's in the water, and Jerb is.
Why the American Revolution?
Because they're fighting in the ditches. They're not playing by the typical rules of war. Monster Trade in the middle lane getting ganked on and outnumbered. This is not a fair battle because Americans, we don't fight with European honor. We fight with grit.
And bombs, apparently, as Earthshaker blows him up completely.
Jerby, though.
What is he doing? Just kill it. You're killing me, Jerb. Jeez. He's going to stick around for one more wave, it looks like. Right side, Adapting might have a line here to Lazy Bear. Ultimate not available. Cats are definitely on cooldown. Hopefully for Adapting. Oh, he missed. He's definitely dead here.
K could be in trouble here. Lazy Bear definitely for sure, but Sonic special delivery out of the tower. Adapting's not quite going to find it through space and time. Will connect K with the headshot. That was
right now,
impressive.
I can hear Lazy Bear. I'm in Lazy Bear's house. That's where I'm casting from. The Star Spangled Banner is being played at maximum volume. I can't even hear myself. Credit, you're still there.
I am still here. We're just celebrating the election of President Jerb Washington to the White House. This is a great day to be an American citizen. God praise the American.
Oh, man. Right now, I can... Brad from Beyond the Smite Grave is currently thanking his descendant in Jerby, who has avenged his death. Great. And now 6 kills up with 2,000 experience and 1,400 gold. Team Jerby, led by Jerb Washington himself, is keeping the dream alive.
The
Back to
dream,
you.
the dream is indeed alive. So Jerb Washington, a intelligent and skilled, but also benevolent and charitable ruler, has gone into a Divine Ruin. He is helping his team, not just hard carrying his own game. So that Divine Ruin is going to give him, first of all, lane advantage against Ra, but it's also going to help in team fights, as Vulcan does a pretty decent job of spamming out enough abilities to keep that debuff going.
I'm looking at the experience per minute here. Freya has a pretty deep advantage, over 100 experience per minute over Swell Foop. Right now, we're going to have to see more pressure coming out from Apollo. He can't fall too far behind because the hyper carry advantage is massively a favor of Team Adapting. Both Mercury and Freya's late games are ridiculous. Speaking of which, Lazy Bear is going to feel the pain right now. Could be in trouble. Takes a lot of damage, over 500 coming out from the Earthshaker. Great control coming out from Jerb, as we do see a rotation. We're going to see Athena come in as well. He's going to pull Jerb in. It's going to matter, where does Athena land? Oh, actually, right there. Cats are in. Cats going deep, but they've taken a lot of damage.
Space and time!
Oh my god, K is actually a god.
He really, really is, but Hamster's in trouble. Jerb in the front lines can't quite find Zaki. No, he can. The Magma Bomb not going to do damage to connect. His turret is coming off a cooldown, 3 seconds of backfire. Will not find it. Sonic Boom channeled. Oh, he missed. Freya nerfs.
They're not going to get it. The turret's going to deter. Adapting, trying to get to the back line, forced to jump away again as Vedium just trying to clear up the turret, spending all of his clear potential right there on the creeps. If I was K and Swellfoob, I would jump in there on Vedium. He has nothing to stop him.
We'll see. On the right-hand side, though, K
Hamster
is going for the mid-camps over here.
Hamster took the mid-camps over there.
Yeah, mid-camp control. Team Jerby is on point. They're playing this very well. Now, there is, and it's unfortunate, so this is the spectator advantage. That was actually a Gold Fury for Adapting. They didn't realize it, but everyone recalled from Jerby. So they could have had a little bit of comeback potential there, and they're starting to need it. 4,000 experience and 2,000 gold. This is not an easy comeback for Adapting.
No.
They're really... Team Adapting is really going to have to start adapting if they want to take on Jerb Washington.
Judges? Ooh, nope, they didn't like that one.
Oh, no, I didn't like that one either. That one hurt a little bit. I think I have heartburn now. But
Shoutouts to Tums.
shoutouts to America.
All right. Who make Tums?
That's true. In a different country, probably.
Probably. Left side, we are seeing a Sentry Ward placed down and a cleaning up a ward, giving Gold Fury advantage right back to Jerb. But in the inventory of Chuck,
hold on,
we do
Lazy
see a
Bear
Sentry
right-hand
Ward.
side is going to be silenced out. Special delivery connects
trouble.
and bursted real quick. K receiving the Athena ult, just going to get out of there. But Adapting, sprinting over. He's got a Sonic Boom, and he's actually looking for Jerb in the middle lane. The President is under attack. Where's the Secret Service? They're coming, but not quite fast enough. But it's all right, because the President is
the President might get pulled here. Does Jerby have an answer? He does, but he actually stays in the presence of Freya. Jerby will go down here, it looks like. Fell Swoop not going to find the shot he's looking for. Hamster not able to peel. That's going to be a 2-person, 3-person swing now, counting the Lazy Bear drop in the back. K using the last of his mana to try to get away. A free tier 1 and possible Gold Fury going to be put on the back of Hamster here. He's going to have to rotate into that Gold Fury to try to stop it. Otherwise, the lead will be lost.
Yeah, well, this mid tower is likely going to go down here, taking a bit of time, and this is the big disadvantage of running a team with a Freya in that Hunter role. She's really bad at killing towers comparative to your standard Hunter. Now, Hamster 13, it's all up to him. We saw Team Brad do this before, so it's possible, but this is...
Are they serious? Is
That's
Freya
not a
going
Gold
to
Fury.
lane? Does he not know about the Gold Fury and what it does and what it gives you?
You know who calls the Gold Furies for Potato Boys?
Who?
Tergius. Not Adapting.
I
It's
guess
not his
so.
wheelhouse.
I guess. I mean, realistically, with the amount of vision, they should recognize who went back, what ults were used, what pressure they had. Granted, their support was pretty low there. He tanked up a lot, but he didn't have to tank that one. That should have been a Gold Fury. Now, they did gain some of their lead back. They earned back about 1,700 gold, about 2,000, maybe even 3,000 experience, but they don't quite take the lead just yet. Jerb still keeping the dream alive.
And the Gold Fury has been pulled by the glorious leader of the free world. Even Abraham K. Lincoln is here, but Vishim around the backside. Nice banish, not going to be reset, but buying some time. Earthshaker coming through, that's going to burst it into the hog range. Nice combo, and Team Jerby is going to just back off with their newly acquired funds.
My
3,000
man
gold.
Apollo right there with the taunt. Goes in, he's like, Queen and Country, and then just runs away. He's got him.
He's not supposed to say Queen and Country.
I know, shh.
Okay. Alright. Lazy Bear on the left-hand side will be banished out. Cat's dropped. And Valkyrie's discretion here, this actually puts Freya in a really compromising positioning. Adapting, going to rotate over with the Sonic Boom. Not going to connect there, so that's a big cooldown waste, and this could actually turn in Jerb's favor. As Lazy Bear gets pulled out of midair through space and time with a big connection, but is not going to be enough. Apollo now in the engagement gets a nice knockback and big disruption, but he's very low on mana.
They're spending a lot here on Vedium. He takes a lot of damage, going to be forced away, but that passive keeping him alive through lifesteal. Even so, 1-for-0 trade right there is a small win for Adapting. Will, once again, with that very potent Ares doing some damage, but he takes a lot of return. K showing to be a superstar this game. Answers back. Adapting, taking damage, chasing down. Through the wall he goes once again. In the back line, Vedium taken. Hamster finds a kill on the Raw. Adapting just trying to escape here as Freya gets turned on once again. Hamster trying to block it away. Jerby doing damage. There, through the wall again. K squared finds a second kill in the fight.
This is the actual dream. This is freedom before my eyes. Can someone Photoshop Vulcan's face onto a Statue of Liberty? Like, let's go, guys! America!
That was Janice!
Oh yeah, but it's all about
Janice is already a robot.
Athena under
and if I know anything about the Statue of Liberty, it's that it's possibly and maybe a robot.
Okay, that's true. Yanis's face on the Statue of Liberty is acceptable. Abraham K. Lincoln is doing a great job supporting his fellow founding father.
Left side rotation coming over from Zach. Not enough damage to deter the once strong Swellfoop, returning actually to his glorious ways at level 15, though he is still behind Vedium, not by much in terms of experience per minute. Gold per minute wise, he is actually ahead, but only 3. He's ahead by 3 gold a minute.
3 gold per minute is not a lot. Ooh. No, sorry, that's... I think
no, that's the other one. That was the other one.
Oh, okay. Anyway, either way, I mean, gold per minute is just entirely in favor of Team Jerby. And what this means is that they're sharing their farm very well, right? You've got Hamster 13, the lowest farm on the team, still getting a lot of gold. So it's great play with the Athena, and is part of her global presence that makes it strong is you can just sort of farm and be really lazy in rotations. Speaking of lazy rotations, though, Lazy Bear is taking a really bad path.
That's true. He's actually not in a great spot, but the cat
block!
Body block! Oh, Adapting's forced to escape here. Zaki trying to find something to do, but realistically, oh my god, Lazy Bear is the king.
That was...
Lazy Bear just body blocked Adapting and then forced out the Chalk ult, only using cats in the meantime. That's nuts. Here comes Swellfoop diving into the front line here. He's not afraid whatsoever. They're going to go deep. Hamster right off the back, going to be able to find a big hit, and that's going to be the support taken down.
On the other side, the President is zoning out. Monster Train forces beads. Nice backfire connection, and Ra will be able to heal up. Divine Ruin, though, is going to mitigate that heal by 40%. Finds Adapting as well. And so the thing about Jerb right now, because the way he's building, he's a little bit more support-oriented than he might otherwise have been with this Divine Ruin and his Chronos Pendant. But the amount of control he's able to dish out for his team is unreal. The Earthshaker coming will connect, and Zaki is going to fall. Mr. President gets the kill with the Magma Bomb and the auto attack. Hammered.
That was big. Freya's trying to do something and answering back, maybe getting a tier 2 here. If they see the major rotation, this very well could be Fire Giant. Looking at Lazy Bear, the cats are up. Only Ra's near, Ares is nowhere near. They're going to go for the tier 2. They see it, the Fire Giant in major content. Why are they going away from it? They don't need this kill, but they're going to get it. Oh,
they're going to get it quick. I mean, you know, the worry, right, is that you chase a kill there. That's not chasing a kill. That's just cold-blooded murder. The downside is, and probably the biggest mistake there, was the turret being used by Jerby, because it is so much added DPS to the Fire
Someone needs to go back. Actually, it's too late. Mercury has too much damage. This is a guaranteed Phoenix here with the way that the creeps are moving in. Very, very smart. Jerby's trying to make a play, but I don't think it's going to happen. In fact, there's almost no way.
Yeah, I mean, he is here. Will receive the Athena ult, so maybe something could turn around. K. Lincoln is in the area as well. Sonic Boom comes through, and Adapting should be safe, but Vicium Not so lucky through space and time.
Oh, actually slamming into Vidium as well.
Apollo.
I don't know if they're going to have the pressure here. Athena's going to try to go. Oh, but there's Fell Swoop once again with the big shot, forcing the Valkyrie's discretion. We're going to see K drop the portal right on the landing. Can he find it? Can he? Oh, they don't even need it. Damage is big enough. K squared with another kill.
Now moving over to the left-hand side, should be able to get this outer tower, and their goal needs to be recovering what they just lost. And let's be honest, giving up a Phoenix for a Fire Giant is a pretty difficult decision to make. It can go either way depending on what happens to the Fire Giant, so it's up to Team Jerby, the hope of America, Lord of Freedom, to really make that Fire Giant worth it.
I agree, but it looks like they're going to do a pretty good job here of rotating through. Again, we're seeing this grouping up from Adapting, just trying to push waves, maybe even go for a tier 2 here. They did gain a lot of gold, but they're giving more up here. The Fire Giant's going to keep them alive. 2 kills once again as Q becomes unstoppable, or rather K. They're going to rotate once again. Lazy Bear cleaning up the fire minions, and pushing out this side is huge. If they trade another Phoenix for this Phoenix, it's likely that Team Jerb could even end the game.
Yeah, it is a possibility. There's a lot of damage to objectives here. One of the things that is so underestimated about Vulcan is the amount of damage per second cast on this turret. If you drop it and it stays up, it's unreal. Olympian Tower on the right-hand side will kill Zaki. Probably not something they wanted to happen.
And look at this, Apollo in the mid lane actually very smartly utilizing his push to get in there as fast as possible. Try to remove those backdoor protections with those creeps, which are coming up soon. Look at the play by Jerb, dropping the turret there just to remove the early backdoor protections and get the creeps in there without taking any more damage. This first Phoenix has gone down for Team Adapting as the second gets pressured.
A nice portal onto Freya. That's going to be beads. No escape coming through and popping almost everything. K is going to get out unscathed. And actually, everyone will. They just use their actives, which can be big, but it's up to Team Adapting to take advantage of that. And speaking of Adapting, he is in a decent spot. Can't quite afford to get the speed buff as the engage is coming out. Vishim up in the air. Can he survive as Apollo going into across the sky? Sonic Boom will not connect, but it is going to be enough to pick up Lazy Bear as Apollo dives down and finds the kill onto Freya and Ares. He's going to give his life for this one. Now Mercury in the mix. It's not enough as the president himself takes down the opposition. Do not get in a fist fight with Jerb Lincoln. Wait.
Well, Foop once
Jerb
again
Washington.
able to just barely escape death as well. A 2 for 2 plus the Phoenix trade not only gives Jerb the lead, but they've traded the Phoenix lanes out. And with their Phoenix respawning soon and that Fire Giant buff still active, on top of the fact that they're 12,500 experience and almost 10,000 gold ahead, Jerb is poised straight away to take this one home.
It really is. And now remember, guys, this is a best of 3, so it's going to take 2 victories to maintain freedom in the world. There's only 1 European force left. It's up to Jerb to see if he can keep the dream alive. Man, everyone on Team Jerby is playing so well this game, though. They've currently got 10,000 gold, 13,000 experience. Looking at the player damage, most of it is on Jerb, but what?
If Jerb is Jerb Washington, then Jonas is JFK.
Yeah.
Just got that from a tweet. My phone buzzed with it.
Can we think of any others, though?
Oh,
What can
yeah,
Hamster be?
that's just the rest of the game now.
All right, chat, you know what to do. This is all you. This
Well,
is
I mean,
your thing.
Do they have to all be presidents, or can they be fictional characters? Because Swell Foop on Apollo right now could be Apollo Creed, because my man was straight up American.
You know what? As long as they're American, like
Okay.
super American, I would accept
Okay.
Guile.
Okay.
No, he is basically America personified.
Oh, Jerby, huge
Oh,
amount of damage.
Earthshaker.
Earthshaker could finish it up.
Yeah!
Get out of there. Jerb lands another one. That was godlike.
It really
Jerb
was.
doing damage to Zaki. Oh my lord! Here comes the bleed as well. Zaki not in a great spot. There go the cats. We're gonna see maybe a 2-man silence here. Yes, but K shoots a shot to the back line, deterring. Jerby baits out a lot of damage. It doesn't look like Vishim's gonna be able to get that damage off, but Adapting does. Adapting trying to find another kill into K. Multiple forms of Banish coming out there, but they do manage to pick it off. Even so, look at the back line. That's still a 2 for 2 trade. They're gonna try to find Athena here as well. It looks like they will, but even so, they don't put enough damage out. It all comes down to if they can find Lazy Bear here.
Yeah, Lazy Bear out of mana, so this could be very... Okay, so he's
Don't
got
run away
45,
from the
not gonna
fire
have enough
creeps,
time.
Lazy Bear. Oh, that was not a good call. He didn't really have enough mana. We're looking at Apollo here. It's going to come down to him to defend the Fire Giant.
Yeah, so Adapting's build, no Oh, all this fire creep is trolling adapting. Okay, he's good. That fire creep might have saved the fire giant. There's just one minion chasing adapting around.
What is Apollo doing? He's on the wrong side of the map. I'm gonna have an aneurysm. Get over there.
The founding fathers will protect us.
Smite game chat. Smite game chat. Lazy Bear could be Teddy Roosevelt.
I love it. All right.
You guys are so great. I love
We need
you.
Swellfoop and Hamster.
I'm still trying to say, like, my man needs to get in there. That fire giant's starting to take damage, and he has got to give it away somehow. Athena's in there. Smart use of the ultimate right there. Great use of Mesmerize. Oh, adapting could go down. Just barely gets away from that one. Hamster gonna get pulled there to the back line, but they don't have the damage to deal with that. Fire giant hasn't quite reset. There it goes. Even so, it looks like Jerb keeps the dream alive once again.
Yeah, and they're actually going to be able to take the fire giant here. Lots of auto-attack damage coming out from Apollo at this point, as he does have his rage online. And that's an Earthshaker coming through. Big hit. Forces up the Valkyrie's discretion as well. Ares is too far away. He's in combat. He can't blink in. That's going to be the fire giant for the side of order and freedom.
Bishop completely out of position once again. That's kind of the story that we've been telling here. He has just not had the same pressure despite being very far ahead. His split push isn't as fast, and despite that Freya has one of the best 1v1s in the game, does not have the kill to death ratio that you would expect from such a dominant character, especially with their early game presence. Even so, left tower going pretty south here as we see Apollo pushing it, giving them enough time to actually push down the mid lane. First Phoenix goes down, pushing in. Second Phoenix will go down as they continue their pressure. And oh, Ares is in a bad spot.
Yeah, Ares really... He is completely immobile. He doesn't have any options to move, so you just sort of rely on bolster defenses and the movement speed increase from your chains. Getting caught out there, Will TF just did not have a way to survive. Will go down on the left-hand side. 2 Phoenixes are down. Team Jerby is currently up 10,000 gold, 14,000 experience, which is... actually a lot of levels here. You've got 7, 8, 10 level difference between these two teams.
Oh, look at the pressure. This is how you play Bastet. Jump right to the back line, pressure someone, then jump the hell up out of there. Great pressure, great control, and the third Phoenix will fall with all Phoenixes now remaining through space and time. Gets thrown away once again. Earthshaker gonna find it. Jerby picks up another kill. They're gonna group up here, and a great taunt gonna force the beads once again. Vishib into the air, doing no damage. We're gonna see Adapting try to find some light for his team. Jerby taking a lot there, but Hamster keeping him safe. Adapting's getting real deep here. Can he find
Teddy?
Oh my god, Teddy is a god!
And now K coming in, trying to zone off the opposition. Will TF has returned to life, and it's all about JF Kennedy here. Can he keep it going? He's really the one member of the team that has sufficient health. Lazy Bear is going to be forced to back off from that one. Athena coming in with the ultimate will connect onto the Ares, and that should be a kill onto someone, pulling him back in, taking him down. Jerb Washington should have enough damage to take the Titan with the rest of his team, and freedom has been restored, at least in game 1.
Freya actually bleeding out there. Lazy Bear finds a double before it ends, and Jerby doubling the kills overall. The hope of America lives on, and we'll go into game 2.
Democracy to the face, dish out by Jerb with, what are the branches? You've got execution, judition, and legislation, I guess. I'm gonna yell legislation. Anyway.
By the way, Team Zalia has defeated Team Suntouch, thanks to apparently Dandy going 13-0-11 on Poly, shutting down any hope. They will take 3rd place for day 1 as we go into game 2 of finals.
At game 2 of final, just taking a quick look at the stats here, and as you would expect, Vulcan on top, 33,612. Every little bit counted. The way Jerb was playing, he wasn't getting quote-unquote free damage. He was hitting people and converting his damage into pressure, control, and kills. 8, 3, and 15, leading his team to victory. America.
We're going to be jumping into game 2 in just a few seconds, guys. Make sure to stick around for what could be the conclusion as Jerby looks to take his 2nd Divine Intervention in a row. Stick around.